Hi.
Hi, Krisha.
Happy Monday.
Happy President's Day.
You know, after
Happy everything, Lundi Gras.
After our what was it, Thursday show, where I exploded your brain.
That was a lot.
That was a whole lot.
A lot for me to deal with.
Yeah, and I loved Tanya Cinnamon's comment.
What was it?
It was very cathartic for both of us.
And therapeutic.
Therapeutic, that's what I meant.
Yeah, you're right, it was. Yeah. It's the Krisha and Frank show. We're therapy for ourselves. And if you can find anything therapeutic about this for yourself, well, all the better.
Yeah.
You know, we're on YouTube and on all the audio podcast apps. And, we should have given you the ale wine pottery mug.
That's fine. You can also find our merch on our website, krishaandfrank.com. Click on merch. We perch our merch.
Please do.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to make a note.
For the website?
No, I need to make a note for our giveaway that we want to do.
Yes. We are going to make a promo for the giveaway that we want to do. So we can talk about that coming in a second. But we first want to, welcome you in. And we noticed that Miss Jere, or Jere the Brave, I guess we should really call her. Miss Jere is her name at work.
Yes, Jere the Brave. Jere the EP.
Has decorated the set.
Because today is the day before Mardi Gras.
Which means it's Lundi Gras.
It is Monday.
Lundi is Monday in French.
Lundi.
Gras is fat. So today is Fat Monday.
Every Monday's Fat Monday for me.
But I mean, it goes for a whole week. You can go back. Yesterday was Fat Sunday, and then Fat Saturday, and so on and so on. But anyway, today is Lundi Gras. Tomorrow is Mardi Gras.
You're just naming the days of the week that I'm fat. We just watched some footage. And
I cannot pick on you. Stop it.
Oh, we just watched some footage, and it brings me to even worse.
Because we're sitting there eating fried chicken. So we didn't really exactly help ourselves, and you'll see that in the weeks ahead. But
no, but we both, I've got the COVID-10 right now.
I thought it was 19.
Right, but I've gained the COVID-10. You know how they say it's like the freshman 15?
Yeah,
I've had the quarantine. I've got the quarantine. Yeah.
Seriously, since I made it through the first half of the pandemic, pretty good.
I did too.
But then when I got actually fired and was confined to the house, then it just went downhill.
I made it all the way because I went to the beach in October, and I know I'd put on about 3 or 4 pounds in October when I went to the beach. But from that point forward, I've gained 8 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 8 pounds on you would be like 20.
Speaking of
20 pounds on me.
I got candy.
Well, yes, because today is the day, or today and tomorrow. And by the way, I'll point out maybe for tomorrow that Jere only put out a small portion of her Mardi Gras beads.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why we have so many. Except that she would use them to decorate at her office. That's going to be loud and noisy.
Yeah.
But we have so many Mardi Gras beads and the beautiful garland. And behind us, the Mardi Gras sunglasses. So maybe
love
tomorrow,
the glasses.
Maybe tomorrow you can put those on.
Yeah.
But you're going to celebrate Fat Monday with a...
Well, because yesterday was Valentine's Day.
Oh, I forgot to call you.
It's fine.
I had no reason to.
I spent it by myself. Happily.
Yes,
alone.
Jere and I had our Valentines.
Yeah, but now that Valentine's is over, it's time for Easter, which means...
No, it is not time for Easter.
Easter candy.
Nuh-uh.
What candy comes between Valentine's and Easter? Well,
all right, see, because on Wednesday, we start the Lenten season.
Right, which is how we're going to lose weight.
We don't eat candy during Lent. You can eat whatever you want, but I'm saying that I always try...
What if I just don't eat during Lent?
...to give up candy during Lent, because I love candy, and I love sweets, and I love carbs.
Because Wednesday is Ash Wednesday.
Yes.
But when I say it's Easter time, it is time for the primo top tier of Reese's shapes.
Now, I have seen those in the store, since the day they got rid of the Christmas trees.
Yeah.
In fact, I believe there was some overlap. I believe I saw some, the peanut butter Christmas trees and some of the peanut butter eggs in the store at the same time. Back in late December, early January.
The Christmas trees, they're okay. Regular Reese's, bottom. They're the bottom.
Really? The cup?
The Reese's cup?
Because you got to peel the paper off.
Best one.
Does it fit in your whole...
Reese's egg.
Single bite it?
Look at the beauty of this.
I know. I'm saying I'm admitting that I will occasionally just put the whole thing on my tongue.
Just look at the beauty of that.
Can we get a close-up?
That beautiful...
Actually, you know what you can do is even if you just give me a good shot of it, I can do a digital zoom afterwards.
I know. I saw that the other day.
Pretty fancy on my part, huh?
So, do you want half of my perfect egg?
Does that mean we're co-hosts?
It means we're co-hosts. I work here. I went to make tea, and I was like, I'm making tea. He goes, good, because you work here.
Yeah, you work here now. Okay. You have the run of the place.
I touched it, but that's fine.
It's fine. I mean, I think we just talked about the fact.
Cheers.
Oh, Lundi Gras.
Oh.
I'm
Beth.
What is a Valentine brulee?
Need a tissue?
Can I get you anything?
Anything? Tissue? Drive me out in the middle of nowhere?
Want some water? Can I get you some water? You need some water to wash that down? You sure you need a garbage can?
I've got tea.
Can I get your garbage can?
Get it out here. What do you need? What do you need?
So when we say les bon temps roulés, let the good times roll, baby.
Cheers.
All right.
Is it not the best? It's the best.
It's really good.
The chocolate to peanut butter ratio.
Thank you for giving me half. I hope you bought another one for yourself to
I already ate it
in the
all
privacy
here.
of your home. You did?
As soon as I got in the car, I ate it. I got yelled at the Kroger, so I needed some.
That's weird. I heard as soon as you arrived at work today, you said, I just got yelled at the Kroger, and you had to explain to me the whole story, because this is a parking lot. It's road rage, really.
She was mad.
What happened?
Mad. So I'm at the Kroger. I'm at Fellini Kroger. They're off Broadway. I get out of my car.
For those of you who are listening in other parts of the country, this is just a strange supermarket.
It's very odd.
And it's, for whatever reason, it's like the people of Walmart.com times 10 go to this particular Kroger.
But it's also, because it's becoming a gentrified neighborhood, it's also like upper middle class. People
that's
like
where
me.
It got the Fellini name. I mean, I guarantee you that the people who look like they're in a Fellini film don't call it the Fellini Kroger. They just call it regular Kroger.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and it's, we've talked about it before. It's not, I gotta get these away from me because I'm
they're
gonna
too
mess
noisy.
with them.
Yeah.
So I'm bebopping around. I was listening to my music, got out of the car, and I go to walk through the parking lot. And, if a car's backing up, the car was backing up, and I was hugging to the other side of the cars.
Because you know perfectly well that most of the time when you're walking through the parking lot, the person backing up never sees you.
Right.
Because they're in their own world. And I when I taught my kids to drive, I said, okay, we've learned the rules of the road. Now we're going to move on to phase 2, which are the rules of the parking lot.
Yeah.
There are no rules.
No.
It's every man for himself. And when you're driving in a parking lot, do not expect anyone to do anything logically.
Just
you have to watch their wheels, you have to watch their intent, you have to watch where they're going, everything.
And it was my bad. I walked behind her backing up. Now, to be fair, to me, she could have gone forward from the point to where I started walking. She could have gone forward and gotten out of the space.
Now you said if she had backed up far enough to hit you,
it would have been 2 to 3 car. She was out of the space, could have put it in drive and gotten out.
So if she had hit you, she would have literally pinned you against the car, because you're here and another parked car.
It was dumb of me. I should have just waited, but I was just in my own little world.
I
needed some Reese's cups.
Were you listening to music or something?
No. I my phone was in my bag. I was in Krisha land.
Oh,
I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to do this without expletives. But please know how many expletives were used in this exchange.
Well,
not from me.
You could say fire truck, and I could try to edit out the ire tra. But you can just say it and it'll be a lot of work for me. But
I'll just say fire truck.
Pick a sound effect and I'll run the sound effect.
No, I don't want you to have to do that because it might be a lot.
Comedy whistle?
Do you want?
No, I'd rather not.
Okay, then I'll just say fire truck.
All right.
So I'm walking in. I didn't think anything of it. It wasn't even on my radar as ooh, I shouldn't have done that, should have done that, until hindsight. Because I'm walking in and I hear, "Are you fire trucking kidding me? You're gonna walk fire trucking behind me when you see me fire trucking backing up?" I'm surprised at how well I'm doing with fire trucking.
You're an improviser. You can't help yourself.
You're lucky I didn't fire truck and hit your ass. And then it occurs to me.
Do we need to make up some new words?
This person is speaking to me.
Oh, wait, you went that far before realizing that you were
right,
the
because
fire
I was just like,
problem?
I didn't realize I was the fire trucking problem until I'm like, oh, she's talking to me. And so I turn around and I was like, Me? She's like, yes, Firetruckin, you. And I was like, I am so sorry. I am in my own little world. I apologize. I will be more careful. I didn't even realize. I'm so sorry. You Firetruckin should be.
You get your hook and ladder right out of here.
But as I'm just like, okay. And I'm like, well, that was, and I had my mask on and as with Fellini Kroger, there are a lot of people out front. There's always a lot of people out front.
An audience. You get a part of
the
beauty of it.
And they're taking there are maybe 10 people that are just there exchanging cigarettes and tacos.
There's a bus stop that is always crowded.
It is. There's always, and I'm like walking into Kroger and I get, ooh.
Oh, I love this. I love this.
So I got Firetruckin yelled at.
Fellini Kroger managers, if you happen to have any of this on surveillance camera video, I will send you. I don't know what I have to send you, but
lots of Mardi Gras beans.
We'll find a way to make it worth your while. We'll come up with some kind of Krisha and Frank prize if you can find the security camera footage from that event.
Because you would have seen behind my glasses that were foggy because of my mask, just my eyes, just.
Oh boy, you did the cartoon eyes, I bet.
I did. I cartooned eyes it because I was just so oblivious, and I was even oblivious when she started yelling.
Yeah.
That I was just
because people yell at each other all the time, and it's never you until it's you.
And I admit, my response was fake. My response was me. Of course I knew she was yelling at me at this point, but when was I going to turn around and be like, why don't you back up? No, I'm not escalating.
Did you turn on some other bogus story on top of that?
I was just like, I'm sorry, I'm in my own little world. I'm not having a great day, which is total fabrication. Except that I'm in my own little world because that is start to finish my existence.
You were having a fine day unless she had actually hit you. Then your day would have gone south.
Correct.
Because, I knew you were coming over here today. We had some conversation earlier this morning via text. You were having a fine day up until that moment.
Actually, and it didn't ruin my day. And
good.
It didn't even affect me once I got into the Kroger, except in the back of my mind, I thought she might come in after me. Like I had
see, at this point, she's peeling out.
Right.
She has expressed her rage. And needs
to
punctuate it by driving away fast.
It was in the back of my mind. I was like, man, I really hope, because I can't even tell you what she looked like. I have no.
You can tell us what she sounded like. Is all you got.
It was a lot of Firetruckin.
Yeah. Objects in the rearview mirror are closer than they appear.
And again, I admit my mistake, but at the moment, I didn't think anything of it, and that's my bad. That is my bad.
That's a good story.
That's my bad.
That's a great way to start off the week. I love it. I love it so much.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Firetruckin Monday.
Well, it's last week we talked about how Steve's Tree Service.
Fiddling with it.
How Steve's Tree Service had made an impression on the neighborhood. People in the next door neighbor Nancy is loving the view of the sunset now.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously loving it. That's why I even noticed the coyotes, because the underbrush.
You wouldn't have been able to get those three-legged coyotes through your yard.
Was pulled out. So that's why I recommend Steve's Tree Service. And I've been getting messages from Steve at all hours of the day and night.
You'll tell me and be like, well, Steve texted me at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, that's his work day, man.
I know, for him, Steve, I don't work mornings anymore. Maybe...
he works middays now.
Maybe push it off till a little bit later. Actually, the alarm, Steve, goes off at 6:30, if that helps you anybody. But call Steve's Tree Service and call his wife, Renee. In fact, call them at 5 in the morning. See how they like it.
Yeah.
865-257-6214. Find them on Facebook. Of course, we'll take down whatever problem tree or whatever you have issue-wise, I had a lot of weeds and smaller trees that they also took out.
Yeah, and if you check out their Facebook page, Steve's Tree Service on Facebook, you can see all the videos that we've shared on our show, but you can just see tons of videos of how they work, because they have tree climbers, and they serve all of East Tennessee. So if you're a little far out, don't worry about it.
Yeah, so call them up, get your trees taken care of, because it's getting to be that time of year where you're going to think, by the heat of the summer, you're going to be wishing that you had cleaned up, that, or that when they start growing and they get really old, messy, get them out of there.
I can't wait.
Get them out of there.
That one almost 70-degree day, it was glorious. It had me ready for mosquitoes and sweat.
See, now you and I are different in a way. I mean, excuse me. You and I are similar in a way. Well, we're different in a lot of ways, but we both like hot weather.
Oh, yeah.
We're perfectly fine. I would rather be hot and uncomfortable than cold
and wet.
Yeah, I'm not into cold.
I don't mind the cold if it's just that dry cold, but when it's damp or wet, like rainy cold, I hate that.
Yeah.
It seeps into your bones, because I think that's an old thing. It's just the cold old, it seeps in your bones.
You get your rheumatiz going?
It does. It makes my right hand hurt and my right elbow hurt.
I never liked it, even from when I was a kid. My daughter sends me pictures of the boys playing in the snow, because they get a lot more snow in Northern Virginia than they do here.
Right.
And I'm so thankful that it's not me. I'm just like, how could they be having fun? How is that fun?
I do love rain, though. I
really?
love rain. I love rain, especially
rain
summer
gets my
rain.
sinuses going. I'm allergic to something. I don't like it.
Makes me feel. It's summer breeze,
right?
But I'll sing summer rain because
there's probably a summer rain song. I'm almost positive.
I do. I absolutely love rain.
I'm so picky that the only weather my sinuses feel good is a perfect day.
There's something about like a dreary, rainy day, and it makes me happy. And I try to remember to smile in the rain.
You're like Shirley Manson of garbage.
I'm only happy when it rains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hi. I got really deep there for a second. What's up? Oh, look at this list.
That's a lot of topics.
We have a list. And I can mark off one thing, which two things. At the top of the list, right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's next?
Well, it's up to you, man. When I came in today, I noticed a giant bottle of bourbon.
Oh.
You want me to go get it? I'll go get it.
Where did I put it?
It's right there.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just take your mic back. We can still hear you now. Now that we have wireless mics. Isn't that fancy?
Oh, it's not bourbon.
That's what I thought. I thought Jere had started drinking. I thought Jere had brought home a fine bottle of, what is this, like a maker's mark or some kind of...
Yeah, it looks good.
No, you know what it is?
It looks like some Buffalo Trace.
That's what it should be, but check it out. It's actually maple syrup. And I asked my darling wife, why do we need a quart of maple syrup?
That is 32 fluid ounces of hand-tapped from North American maple trees.
This is the kind of thing you might buy if you have a large family. Jere and I do not have a large family. It's just the two of us. We're empty nesters.
How much pancakes do you eat?
Don't eat pancakes. That's the thing. Occasionally, once in a rare while, she'll make waffles as a treat. I love waffles. And in fact, she's done it more lately because we found the waffle iron.
Oh, and waffles are way more superior to any other breakfast food.
Ooh, so this could be fighting words because pancakes versus waffles.
Waffles, 100%.
But bad waffles are bad.
Bad waffles are bad, but bad pancakes are bad too.
Well, yeah, Jere does not like pancakes. She is definitely a waffle partisan. The only way she would eat a pancake is if it was the way her dad made it, which is super thin and almost crispy.
Oh, almost like a crepe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we go to places in Gatlinburg, and I'll get a pancake, and it's like
they're so poofy and
it's
they
like
get
wedding cake. Yeah. And it soaks up all the syrup. The only thing I can think she's planning to do with this syrup
is to coat you in it and hope the ants take
Oh yeah, that's how she's going to kill me. Just going to syrup me to death.
Syrup you?
Yeah, just have the ants.
It says drizzle it on waffles, pancakes, yogurt, oatmeal, fresh fruit, or husbands.
Well, that's all right then. Now I think what happened was there's a recipe that we do for Brussels sprouts, and it involves, I think, little pieces of bacon and honey. You drizzle them with honey, but we had run out of honey.
Yes.
So I said, why don't you just use the maple syrup? We had some. I think we even had a little Cracker Barrel bottle, like a shot glass.
Oh, I saw that.
Airplane bottle of maple syrup. And I think that my wife has now decided that she actually prefers
the maple syrup
to replace the honey in the recipe with the maple syrup.
That makes sense.
She does not like honey. She doesn't like honey the way I like honey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess that's what this is for.
I was wondering if you were going to do that Lent, that we were talking about Lent and we were talking about dieting and
there's some weird diet.
That diet where you just like you would eat maple syrup?
Yeah, it's like, it's just the weirdest thing. It's like lemon rinds and maple syrup or some other, what is it, vinegar?
Apple cider vinegar?
Yeah. No, I think, my honest take on those diets, especially the one where you drink maple syrup and whatever else, I think some Redditor, some kid on Reddit guy.
It's like, these idiots will do this.
I think he just made it up. I think it's a fake diet because how can you lose weight drinking maple syrup?
Well, it's Monday.
You're going to mark the bottle?
You've got till Wednesday.
No, I think this may be for after Lent. But you can mark the bottle, see how much we go through. But she said that the reason she bought the quart of maple syrup is because of the cost per ounce. Oh. So she won my heart over with that.
Well.
Because it was cheaper by the ounce if you buy the quart.
I'm going to be very delicate with this, though.
That's a lot of maple syrup, though.
Yeah. Can we put it in a king cake for tomorrow?
Oh, wow. I don't think
it's Mardi Gras.
I don't think I have any king cakes. Do you have any king cakes?
I don't.
Well, pretend.
We would have to sit here and eat it until one of the two of us found a baby, and I don't know if I could do that.
I'm not interested in a food baby.
No.
I mean, you can do that at home and send us your pictures.
Yeah, do that.
And share them with us on social media. We've got Krisha and Frank on the things, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, and tomorrow is also Taco Tuesday. So if you have any more topics, we've already got several. Yeah. We got text messages on our new phone number, which makes me very happy.
Oh, yeah. I'll put the phone number.
865-236-0399.
Well done, then.
Thanks.
And leave us some messages on there, however you want, whatever is easiest. If texting is easier, put us in your contacts.
Seriously.
Or you can also leave us a voicemail when you're driving around late at night, because that way we don't have to.
It makes me so happy.
Tell Steve that that's my new number.
Okay. Yeah. It makes me so happy. And I'm like, Frank, we got a text. We got a call. Just anything. I don't care what it is. Send us pictures. I don't care.
Because what we'll do is, like we did last week, when there was a single word on the piece of paper. And if you missed last Tuesday's episode where we debuted Talk About Content Out of the Basket Tuesday, please go back and just watch me collapse under the pressure of not knowing whether or not my wife and I own a candelabra.
I laughed so hard watching it back. I think I laughed harder watching it back than I laughed when it happened.
Because, when it's happening, we're like, what is going on? How can you not know if you have a candelabra or not?
Absolutely hilarious.
And yeah.
You panicked. And then I exploded your brain on Thursday.
Yeah, so there was a lot going on last week.
Woo.
But we survived, and we're back for another full week of Krisha and Frank shows. And we'll talk more coming up in the days ahead about Mardi Gras, Ash Wednesday, a little bit about our Seymour Smokies adventures, and a whole lot more. So thanks so much for watching and listening to the Krisha and Frank show.
Great Firetruckin day.